Let me ask you something. What would you build if you didn't need to write any code? Imagine automating workflows, building a custom internal tool, or launching a simple app, all built by you without knowing how to code. That's the promise of no code, and today is a real game changer for business owners, entrepreneurs, and domain experts. These tools simplify programming. You don't need to write a single line of code or know anything about programming languages. Instead, you'll use drag and drop interfaces, visual building blocks, and connectors. No syntax to write. The platform handles the underlying code for you, so you can focus on designing the app or workflow you want, not on servers or writing lines of code. They also typically include logic functions like decision-making or permissions, and pre-built integrations to connect to other systems. It's all visual and component first. Sounds amazing, right? Let's really dive into what no code can and can't do for you. Because while it may be perfect for some projects, it may not be the best fit for others. One of no code's massive strengths is its rapid prototyping and speed. From idea to deployment could be hours or days rather than months it takes for traditional programming. So if you're looking for speed, no code is built for it. It's also designed for efficiency. Because you don't need a full dev team for every small app, no code lowers the cost barriers. Businesses reduce development costs and free up IT to handle more complex architecture. In other words, you spend less while building more. And it also empowers people with deep business knowledge who may not know how to code. It's like giving the people closest to the problems superpowers. Plus, modern no-code platforms typically incorporate AI. That means you can build predictive models or even simple machine learning flows. And if you look at the market, the numbers align. Data from Grandview Research puts the no-code platform market on track to grow at a compound annual growth rate of 30.6% from 2024 through 2030. And it will reach a projected value of $24.42 billion during that same period. There's a massive user buy-in to the technology, and it has a powerful role in the development space. But before we start using it, it's important to talk about its limitations. For starters, if you have highly specialized or deeply customized requirements, no code may fall short. Platforms don't let you modify the code that's embedded in them, which means deep customization just isn't possible. Likewise, if you're building a massive mission-critical application, no code's limited scalability could have you bumping up against a ceiling. If you need an app that's very complex, no code will not deliver the results you want. Now that we've explored strengths and limitations, let's take a closer look at who really stands to win with the future-forward technology, starting with entrepreneurs and early-stage founders. Many founders lean on no code early because it lets them experiment without betting the company on development costs. And if we move inside larger organizations, business owners and operations leaders are often dealing with an entirely different challenge: repetitive workflows that eat up time every single day. Whether it's finance, HR, sales, or daily operations, these teams feel the drag of manual processes more than anyone. No code gives them a practical way to automate those tasks and build custom internal tools that match the reality of how their team actually works. These are the people who know how their business runs, but don't know how to write a single line of code. So how do you get started? Well, first you'll need to compare available platforms and how they meet your needs. For example, if you're an entrepreneur trying to launch an MVP, tools like Adalo can help you move fast. But businesses and operations leaders who want to streamline workflows, approvals, forms, or process automation might opt for tools that shine in that department, like Zapier and Airtable, which are industry standards. Once you've narrowed down your options, the next step is to begin experimenting. Ideate and brainstorm. Pick one real problem you want to solve, not 10. Start small and practical. Sketch out what the app or tool should do. Pick a platform and sign up. Then use the criteria we reviewed and start with a free trial. Most no-code platforms give you a sandbox to experiment with. Build a minimum viable app. Put together the visual pieces, screens, data models, logic. Don't worry about polish yet. Functionality comes first. Test and iterate. And once you have that, it's time for some real feedback. Let a few trusted users actually try it. Test weird edge cases, make improvements, and add governance. After optimizing your MVP, you need to put some rules in place. Decide who can build, who can publish, and how version control works. It keeps your environment clean. Deploy slowly and scale. Now you're ready to launch, but you don't want to go too fast. Start internal. Watch how people use it, adjust, then scale your rollout. But don't forget, your app will only be as successful as the results users are able to achieve with it. Consider training and culture. With that in mind, invest in training your team. The goal is to make no code part of your culture, not just a one-off experiment. Sure, it has its trade-offs: complexity, governance, vendor constraints. But with the right strategy and platform, no code can reshape how you work, making you faster, more empowered, and more adaptable. Pick a platform, sketch the idea, and start building. The future of your workflow may be built by you. What are your thoughts on no-code solutions? Comment them here to start the conversation.